That went over like a turd in a punch bowl. And that relationship's dead. There's no bringing that fucker back. Especially from a young kid in his early 20s. Now, I get away with shit like that. But I've been around since Moses. So, I mean, plus I have a huge record of success. And, you know, with rank has privilege. And the success has privilege, you know. But, so another way to fulfill this dire need that you have to put together a plan is the, we've already gone through the publish. We've already, the universities will have, for example, I like to use law students because they normally have the command of the English language better. Okay. Not always, but, you know, especially here in the UK. I mean, even a piss poor solicitor can write pretty well. And I will go and ask the dean of the school. Actually, Kim does it. I don't do it. The School of Business, or excuse me, law school, if they've done any research, and they always have research on such and such, such and such. And they'll gladly give it to you. Now, some of the young kids can get away with it, and I don't mean get away with it in a bad way. You know, I'm a student doing research on such and such. And then, I mean, the institutions and the banks and everybody just, you know, want to help you. I'm getting out of the military and saying I'd like to do research, blah, blah, blah. They want to help you. Now, some of you old gits, you may be going back to school, but I mean, it's a little harder to sell, especially if they want to meet you in person and you walk in and you're 55 years old, and as a couple of you are. But I mean, the students are able to get all kinds of information out of universities pretty easily. And then I do. You don't have to do this. I'll make a donation to the scholarship fund or something, to say thanks. But those are the ways to get around the business plan angle. And probably, he's probably written a paper and published it. Jamie's published papers. All of these educated guys, I mean, if you go to those kind of schools, you publish it. All I did is publish, Your Place or Mine. I mean, that's all I published. Yeah.
Will you have on the slides, can you provide us the line that they use about not wanting to mislead?
Yeah, that's on the slide. Now, the slides are numbered now because of you. I don't know why we didn't think of it before, but he made this recommendation, a suggestion it was, to Kim, right? And I can just see, did you ever think possibly, perhaps, it might be, anyway, so they're numbered now. Actually, it's a good idea. Again, why didn't we ever number them before? I have no fucking idea, but we didn't. But one of the things that we stopped doing 15, 18 years ago is we used to have an index of all the material. But then you went straight to just answer the specific question that you had and didn't read all the material. And that's not what we want. You're going to get so much material that it's going to be hard for you to go through it all. And you're going to get a thumb drive. Did you already get the thumb drive? You didn't get the thumb drive. You're going to get a thumb drive. And on my site, Dan Loke, one of my superstars, he asked me about a year ago, he says, Dan, I was thinking I want to do something for you. Why don't I index all the published material that you have, that you've put out in 18 years? Okay. And then he did that. I've never actually gone and looked at it, but he's done that. And and a lot of people seem to think that that's helpful. And it is. It is. And he's a good kid. I remember when he came, I first met him in 2003. He flew down from Vancouver to take me to lunch in Los Angeles. And he brought me an onyx and copper and marble, some kind of thing, frog, which I still have in my office, as a gift. And then I've been up to meet his wife before he got married. And He's done well. The kid has done well. Yeah.
That frog?
No. That's. And why do I wear frogs? Why do I have frogs? Because I want to remember that life's a numbers game, and even at my stage, even though I get brought a lot of transactions, I continue to kiss frogs, and that's why I see the kids on my website when I go to these foreign places. Or London's not so foreign. When I go to London, I meet 5 or 10 people because you never know. You got to keep turning those rocks over, and if I'm turning over the rocks, then you ought to be really turning over the rocks. And so kiss frogs, and I continue to do it, and I've done it for more than 40 years, because it is a numbers game, and you never know. Most of the deals they bring me are shit, but you never know that next deal. You never know, and I'm still looking for that box that turns shit into gold. I'm still looking for the gilt-edged panacea. I haven't found one yet, but I'm still looking. And and as long as I'm alive and I continue to do this, and again, somebody asked me, I have no idea if I'll be giving seminars in 2018, kids. I have no idea. And so all I know is the next seminar I'm giving is in December, this coming December, and we'll see. And so as long as I enjoy it, and as long as I'm healthy, I say this, I can't imagine me not being healthy, but shit happens. We have no cancer in our family, ever. We have no heart attacks in our family, ever. We have no diabetes in our family, ever. And a couple other things we don't have, ever. Now, I came, as the luck would have it, I got a good draw. And most of the people, unless they get run over by a truck, drunk, or shot in somebody else's bed by a pissed off husband, the guys and gals live into their 90s. So it's not like, it's pretty likely that I'll be doing this as long as I'm having fun doing it. But when I tell, we've never had this, we've never had that, so we've never had this, and my blood pressure is 110/70, my cholesterol and all those numbers are terrific. I have the bone density of a 30-year-old. And all that stuff. So the not being able to exercise on my bad bum knee, I put on 10 pounds. But other than that, and now I'm going to have, as soon as I get my knees fixed. And again, I got my knees fixed because I want to climb some big mountains between now and I'm 75. Any other questions from anybody? We're eating in tonight. All right. Who's my 5? Okay. Are you in business together now? I mean, you never know. Oh, 2 seminars ago, we normally have one guy that throws up on graduation night. One. Okay. 2 seminars ago, we found one guy left in the middle of the seminar, didn't stay the night, didn't stay through the seminar. In that spare bedroom, we found 2 guys. I don't give a shit about your sexual. I don't care about that. But there was no blankets or sheets or anything in that room. So they had to go take the bedspreads and shit off of your bed and your... Okay, and that pissed people off. So that's the only reason I found out about it. And the 2 guys, it's interesting. It's interesting. Life is stranger than fiction. Anybody else? Okay, 5, 6, who's 7? Okay. So we got the real potpourri. We got Singapore, a Dutch crook, and we got a 5 time a day prayer boy. Okay. Any other questions from anybody? Okay, kids, I'll see you at dinner. Thank you.